This episode is being recorded out of Shoptalkpodcast studio in Oak Park, Michigan. For more information, visit shoptalkpodcaststudio.com.
Over West Side, everybody know everybody, right? I got nothing but love in my heart for West Side niggas, nothing but love.
Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live from
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on their mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, aka the tinfoil hat titan, aka the conspiracy realist, aka the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, aka I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't run without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, aka the West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? It's your man Dame, 3_313. The West Side landlord, the pride of PA, High Chief Dame, don't fuck around. The liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you're speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. It's the Honorable Judge Boss Dame and this bitch. All rise. I am a motherfucking black belt. And it gets time for the Kumite. Let's go.
You gotta struggle through that one, man.
I did. You walked in front of me twice, though.
And
that broke my concentration. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm.
Your eyes don't.
It's a rhythm. You understand? Like it's a cadence.
That's crazy.
And you tried to break it twice. I overcame the first one, but that second one.
Fam, if you gotta overcome a nigga walking to move,
it's a cadence. It's the cadence.
Walking to move a water pail.
It's a cadence.
Anywho, welcome back, Shop Talk Podcast.
Apologize.
Episode 451
on you hoes.
I didn't know your mental capacity couldn't take somebody walking in front of you.
That's the second rude thing you've done to me this week.
What's the first?
You tried to admonish me on Twitter about.
Oh, because you was talking shit, and I
wasn't talking shit. I just said I mastered your look. I mastered.
There's nothing you can master that I do.
So when we had Friendsgiving, I think it was. You was like, how long you gonna keep this up? Referring to me and my goatee.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was intimidating you.
Nigga, you don't.
I knew it was intimidating you.
You cannot intimidate me.
I knew it was making you feel. It was making you feel away.
There is nothing that you could possibly do that can intimidate.
So I just confirmed what you asked me. Yes, I'm gonna keep it up for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't shaved in a couple days. So I might go back to my beard because I want you to have your own thing.
Well, whether I'm gonna have a beard or a goatee, I'm perfectly fine. And that lane is
but you were rude with that answer.
I mean, my children do want to look like their father.
You were rude.
You know what I'm saying?
So
it sounds like
there are 2 offenses for you to apologize. I will let you.
First offense.
I will let you combine them into one.
Yeah. You never get an apology out of me, my nigga.
So. I will let you combine both offenses into one. And I, you know what? And I gave you the opportunity to put.
First off, nobody don't give me the opportunity for shit.
No, I gave you the opportunity to bank, an apology. I open up the brackets, top of the year, end of the year, top of the year, and give niggas the opportunity to put an apology in the bank. So when shit like this come up, you got one to cover you. But you don't have nothing banked up.
Yeah, because I don't apologize.
I checked the records.
You know what I'm saying?
You did apologize once this year.
I don't remember.
Remember when I was gonna quit the show and I told people
100%
if you didn't apologize,
100%
you would be back the next week.
100% did not apologize.
So we were back the next week. So
because
it just implies
you didn't have anything else to do on a Friday.
That just implies that you apologize.
Yeah, never. in the history of Jason Johnson have I ever apologized.
But you see that implication.
Well, I would say I have apologized to people in life. I don't want to give that impression.
That will hold up in court, though.
What would?
If I tie it back to that whole scenario, that'll hold up in court.
Explain, Dane. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you said that it was malarkey and that I came back the next week because I ain't had shit to do. You apologized to me.
I did not apologize.
And that's why we had the next episode.
I 100% did not apologize.
And I confirmed that in the previous show. I said we won't be back unless Jay Johnson apologized.
And this apology,
we came for the next week because the apology had been done.
Or you didn't want to eat your own words.
I like my story sounds a lot more
sounds. So not is.
My story is rock solid.
Gotcha.
It's rock solid.
I don't deal with how things sound. I deal with how things are. Nobody on this podcast heard me apologize. Nobody in real life heard me apologize.
Hey man,
because it didn't happen.
I know what happens. I know secrets.
Hey man,
I know secrets.
Spill them. Share them.
People tell me things.
Hey, tell them. You feel
That's
me?
all I'm gonna say. People tell me things.
You ever do you know who owns the Washington Post?
Like the paper?
Yeah.
Nah.
Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. Do you know why Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post?
So he can like steer the culture. He can steer conversation.
No.
Why?
A nigga threatened to tell the world via article that he was cheating on his wife. He bought the paper and published it himself. Niggas don't threat. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Kevin Hart, remember when the motherfucker said, hey, either you give me X amount of money or I'm telling the world. What did Kevin Hart do? He got on the internet and told the whole internet that he cheated on his wife. I don't give a fuck. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Tell. Whatever secrets niggas got, tell them. Because
I didn't know he bought the paper.
He bought the fucking newspaper. And that's why his wife got half the money and all the other shit. Niggas not about to extort me, dog. Fuck that. Tell him.
I mean, fuck it.
You niggas still gotta get you niggas are still shopping on Amazon Prime Day, whether I cheated or not. Like, what the fuck? And I'm still gonna get money.
Whether I cheated or not.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't negotiate with terrorists, dog. Remember we did an episode,
I like that stance.
We did an episode called Don't Negotiate with Terrorists. This was a couple years ago and shit. I think it was around the Kevin Hart episode.
It might have been.
And like I just appreciate that shit. If you're not about to blackmail me, dog, I'll tell myself. Like, fuck it. What like, I don't think I can live with the L for paying somebody bribery charges. Like, I will feel.
You know what I feel about shit like that? You know, let's just say, and I'm not saying me or you, but like they come at you like, Jay, we're gonna drop half the pics on your iCloud and we want, I don't know, 500,000. You're in a position where you can handle that.
Yeah.
I feel like let's just say I'm just a conservative motherfucker. I give them the 500,000. I just feel like 3 months from now, we're gonna be having the same conversation about the rest of my iCloud or something.
Yeah, like
and now they want 1.5.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Nah, you can't.
I feel like you're gonna try to extort the situation.
You can't have my cornbread, my nigga. This is my cornbread. Because as soon as you take my cornbread, now this nigga wants some cornbread, and now that nigga wants some fuck it. No, I'm not dealing with this shit every day. Get my L out. Like, for an example, God forbid this ever happens, but like if somebody pulls up to you with a gun talking about get in the car, shoot me right now, nigga. I'm not going to another location with you. I'm gonna die right here and right now. We're not going to another location if I can help it. Now, if you physically take me somewhere that I can't help, but nah, we about to make as much noise as we want to. Take all the we not going to another location. Fuck it. And if you wanted me dead, you would have killed me anyway. Now you fucking up your plans because you wanted to get me somewhere else. Like you taking me to somebody, they gonna be mad that I don't show up. But no.
You know what I was thinking about? Nigga, you was not gonna take me to the east side and kill me. you don't kill me on the west like a goddamn gentleman.
Like on The Wire, he was like, man, don't put my body in one of them fucking abandoned houses, dog. I want my family to mourn me. Nah, like don't put me in one. That's what Bodie was going out like. No, y'all niggas ain't about to put me in a fucking abandoned house. Fuck that. I'm going out like a gangster. I'm going out like a soldier, not a gangster. I'm going out like a soldier. He had an honorable death, if that's a thing. You know what I'm saying?
On the corner?
Fighting for his life.
Or fighting for his corner?
He was fighting for his life at that point. You know, would you rather be a lion for a day or a lamb that lives forever?
I at least want to experience being a lion.
You know, that's a Cannabis lyric, by the way.
I know.
But I don't know, man. Like, you gotta be a cheetah for a couple months. But like, I'm not a lion for a day or a lamb who lives forever. A lion sleeps 15, 16 hours a day. He fuck, he eat, and go back to sleep. I mean, that's a cool day.
Ideally, that's what I would like my current days to be.
Like, that's a cool day. I slept most of the day. I woke up, ate some food, fuck, went back to sleep.
Nigga, imagine how good you would feel if you could sleep 16 uninterrupted hours.
Man.
Nigga,
and then like all the lioness and then cut, like, hey, they do all that shit. Nigga, wake me up when dinner done. Or wake me up when the nigga down the street want to come over here and fight. Because I'm defending my shit. You feel me? Other than that, I'm going to sleep. Bring your sister over here too. Like, where your sister at?
That sounds like a life I like to live.
Yeah, you feel me? How was your week, my brother?
Besides not getting my apology after
what's
being
up with
wrong
you and
twice.
these apology shit? You don't what like did something happen to you?
No.
Do we gotta go through another history?
There's nothing to uncover. There's nothing to uncover. I just feel
this
like
is the thing that you do often with people though. Apologize to me.
If you wrong someone, you should apologize.
Do you give all apology? You wrong a lot of niggas. How many people have you wronged this week?
I don't feel like I've wronged any.
How many people would the normal person say you wrong this week?
That's a very layered question. I don't know.
Give me a number between 5 to 10.
I may wrong
0 to 5 or 5 to 10.
0 to 5.
I'm sorry. 1 to 5 or 5 to 10.
1 to 5.
Okay. So you definitely wronged somebody this week.
I mean, if I have to pick a number, I say 0 to 5. I don't feel like I've wronged anyone this week. Now, if somebody wants to reach out because they feel otherwise, then we can have a discussion.
Did you raise your voice this week?
I doubt it. I don't feel like I raised my voice at all.
All right.
Ye of little faith. But other than that, my week was good, my brother. I didn't do shit. Ain't get arrested. You know, I ain't got nothing to report back on. God is great. Went to church. Went to the first Sunday of the year. I prayed for you because I knew you wasn't in the house of the Lord nowhere.
Well, that's not true.
But I prayed for you.
Wherever two or more gather, I am in the house of the Lord.
You ain't go to no church house. So I prayed for you.
What church you go to?
I go to Peace and Goodwill Baptist Church.
I'm saying, what church did you go to?
Peace and Goodwill.
Now, apparently, you also used to go to the church of that weird nigga that's been on the internet all day.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want you in that church praying for me.
The Lord hears me, and He knows my heart.
That's what I'm afraid of.
My heart.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So He know that prayer is sincere. I want what's best for you.
I don't know, dog.
I want what's best for you, bro.
What's up with that weird ass shit, man?
I don't know. That pastor had them kids sleeping out on the porch. They say since like September, October. It's a long time for kids to be out. That's just some weird shit. And I get young men being disobedient and kind of like trying to push a little bit around that age, because I think one of them is like 15, the other like 12, somewhere in that area. But like, I'm not gonna make my kids sleep on the porch. Like, nigga,
it's been 20 degrees this week. Like
yesterday it was 20, and when I looked at the app, it says feels like 0. Nigga, when I stepped outside, the wind was blowing. Nigga, the hawk was flying. That shit, it felt like 0 degrees outside.
So if y'all don't like, two under 18 children have been sleeping on their front porch. They said they was there in the summertime too.
Yeah, for months.
Like on the front porch in Detroit. and it's been snowing and it's been freezing, and they just got like blankets layered up, just sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
And there's a purported pastor and his wife who live there, and the neighbors say, we see them. They come in daily. Like I don't understand. They say they've been calling the police, child protective services have been called. Yet these two people are asleep on the front porch. Somebody walked up with a camera on Facebook Live. I think that's fucking ridiculous, by the way.
He's from, well, go ahead.
Yeah, I know I don't know the nigga, or the gentleman. I don't want to call him a nigga. I don't know the gentleman, but like, I'm not approaching these children on face. He didn't put their face in the video, but like, this not about the internet. Like, if I'm concerned that something going on,
but walking up with a camera is making it about the internet.
Yeah,
walking up with your camera phone or your smartphone, that's making it about the internet.
Yeah,
in
like,
my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like it, that part.
Yeah.
But he was like, y'all straight? He was like, yeah, we straight. He like, y'all show me. Like, no, we good. He like, you got me on your camera? Cause like the kid was like, you got me on camera? Like, that's probably embarrassing for the kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop playing them phone games, some internet games.
They show pictures of who's my man from the news. I want to say not Charlie LaDuff, but the other kind of quirky nigga.
White dude,
yeah,
shorter,
black hair. He always be catching niggas in like embarrassing situations.
Yeah, Rob Rawcheck, or the shorter dude. It don't fucking matter.
So they show pictures of like him outside the house. So I'm sure it's gonna hit the news if it already hasn't. I don't really be watching the local news like that.
Yeah,
but that shit wrong, man. I hope that's gonna bring some attention to the situation enough where CPS or some authority can get involved, because your kids sleeping out on the porch, and if you don't give a fuck about shit like that, I don't know
how you
shouldn't be leading a church.
Man,
because ain't nothing about that type of shit Christian like. I am judging that shit wrong. That shit just fucking wrong. That shit wrong. Them your kids.
Yeah, I've been
seeing
a
mother and father inside that home.
The woman, that's disrespectful. I've seen a bunch of Facebook posts. Apparently me and the dude got like 45 friends in common. I don't know him, never met him, but from the people that we have in common, I take it he used to go to Cass Tech.
Okay.
Because like a large percentage of those people that we have in common used to go there in high school. So I'm assuming he or it could be a coincidence, but
more than likely.
When we got 30 to 40 people in common, like I can get in touch with you in real life type shit.
Okay.
His wife, not so much. I think we had like one or two people in common. So I clearly don't know you, but like, you can be around. And I don't understand it. He didn't respond to nothing. People was like, when I catch you out here, I'm fucking you up type shit. Yeah. Why you got two kids sipping on the front porch? I need more information. Got to hear both sides. What if he not, and they refuse to come in or some shit like that? I don't know. But
so give me a scenario because you got to hear both sides.
Yeah.
But give me a scenario where this story makes sense to you for them to be outside in wintertime.
What if they won't? I do not think this is the scenario, by the way. But what if they won't come in? Like I can't make you come in the house. The door is open, my friend. Like, what if the door is unlocked? Yeah, you can come in whenever you want to, but they refuse to sleep in the same house with me because
Jason. This story is bullshit. This will not stand up in the court of law.
I'm not making no excuse for that weak ass nigga.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, normally my situation is gotta hear both sides, because when something sounds so fucking I gotta, please somebody make it make sense to me.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck that nigga. You got them to come on, man. I'm not making no excuses for that motherfucker at all.
I'm just trying to make it make sense to me too. Yeah, that's all.
Because it does not make sense. Does not make sense. That was actually gonna be my whose man's is this, but we can get that shit out the fucking way.
I want them kids. I want them young men taken away from their home.
Yeah.
I want them to be somewhere safe and warm, and to be felt like they loved and wanted. I don't want that shit for those young men.
Yeah, man, it's way too fucking cold, dog. If you didn't even have the heat on in the house, that's disrespectful. You feel me?
My
Like,
heat been on for a long time.
man.
I ain't one of them people like I don't cut it on for October. No, nigga, I cut it on as soon as I start feeling cold.
Yeah, for sure.
As soon as I start feeling cold, the heat go on because I don't want to be cold in my own house.
Did you do the iPhone? The Apple Music replay thing?
Yeah.
I want to, that's like a yearly thing that we do. Take a look at yours. Mine is on my phone that we're using right now. So, let me get my iPad, my actual iPad.
Okay. I'll pull up my shit and my.
Because mine had some changes this year, and it was pretty interesting. All right, bet. When you looked at yours, was it about what you expected? How different was it from last year?
It's pretty much what I expected. Top 5 artists: Kendrick, Nas, Ross, Jay-Z, Kanye West.
Then iPad will be dead. All right. Well,
What's it worth to you?
all right.
Let's see. Top 5 albums. Even though this shit just came out, it's in my top 5. GNX, followed by Dave Hill, 22-6, Killer Mike and the Midnight Revival, Trill World, Moccasin, and then J. Cole, Might Delete Later.
Man, I listened to a lot of J. Cole, Might Delete Later, and it's a really good fucking album. It damn, everything I got fucking dead. God damn.
It said, fuck that technology.
Right. Like, God.
Fuck that technology,
This
nigga.
guy used his old ass iPad. This iPad like 10 years old.
I mean, my nigga just got multiple iPads sitting around.
This shit from like 2013 or 2015, though. This is a really old one.
Oh, wow. It's a dinosaur.
It is. It's fucking damn near not even moving and shit. Apple replay 2024. All right, I'm gonna have to get this shit in real time. Jump in. All right.
We're the backup iPad.
You feel me?
Top genres: hip hop, rap, R&B, and soul, hardcore rap, and contemporary R&B.
I'm gonna say contemporary rap. Like everything's rap.
Yeah, for the most part.
I
do be getting a little bit of my R&B on. I like some of the classics. I don't really know these new niggas. Y'all hit me just some new young R&B niggas because I don't know. And sometimes I'll be liking a good R&B album.
Do you like go into like all right. My 2024 recap goes as follows. All right, get through this shit.
I was doing the whole video.
Yeah, I just need it. All right. So I'm gonna go through in January. I did like how they kind of gave me. I listened to 1,541 minutes. First and foremost, how much music did you listen to this year?
I didn't see that one.
Cause like when I'm looking at people wrap up stuff, I'll be like, y'all don't actually listen to a lot of music. Cause just in 1 month, I got 1,541. And some people it'd be like 700 minutes of listening. I'm like, do you even listen to music? It may not be in everybody's top shit, but
shit, they say 10,000.
Okay. So my top artists.
I wouldn't realize I didn't realize I listened to that much music.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay, go ahead.
So top artists out of 766 artists, I listened to Kendrick Lamar for 1,324 minutes. I listened to Killer Mike 594 minutes. I listened to J. Cole 568 minutes. I listened to Nas 567 minutes, so they was neck and neck. Teddy Pendergrass 486 minutes. Kanye West.
I'm so glad that you brought that nigga's name up. Go ahead though. My bad.
Kanye West 375. Drake 347. Nipsey 298. Future 269. I bet you them was like that because I don't listen to Future. 10. Big Sean. 11. Vince Staples. All right, that's artist shit. All right.
I've been seeing a lot of Big Sean hate lately.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
My top 5 albums. Well, my top albums. This is crazy. What do you think number 1 is?
It might be R&B.
My top album in 2024 is the exact same album that was top album in 2023.
Cannabis.
Michael Deluxe.
Oh,
the Michael album.
It's a good fucking album.
It is. Like it reached out the two. So people who be thinking I be fronting about who I like, whatever. So number 1, Crazy. Killer Mike. Number 2, GNX. That's insane. That's insane.
I can see that.
GNX. 3, Might Delete Later. 4, Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. 5, shout out to, I'm glad this made my top 5 of the year. Dark Times, Vince Staples.
It's a good fucking album too.
Great fucking album. Top 5, you feel me? 6, Stillmatic, because I listen to a lot of Stillmatic.
That's fine.
Feel me?
Vince Staples raps so fucking good. And niggas, I just don't feel like enough people are hip to that shit. He raps really fucking good.
Number 7, The Sacred Souls. They fucking album is amazing.
Who is that? I've never heard of it. Is that gospel?
No, they are in 2024 and 2023 putting out music, but the music sounds like it's from the late 60s, early 70s. You would think that you would listen to some classical. Is this the OJs or something? Can I Call You Rose?
Okay.
That's the Sacred Souls. Can I call you Rose?
Yeah.
Can I? Like that fucking album, amazing. It's like from top to bottom, amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
I didn't know who those niggas, I didn't know who they were.
The Sacred Souls. That's number 7. Number 8, American Dream, 21 Savage. That shit came out in January. So that was my top album for January. Number 9, Life After Death. I still fuck with my nigga Biggie. Number 10, The 2020 Experience, Justin Timberlake. Number
this bitch listening to Sexy Back.
Man, that whole that's not Sexy Back, my nigga.
No.
That's the Suit and Tie album. This album is perfect though. It's not a miss on that album.
I haven't listened to the new album. I don't really get into Timberlake like that.
This album like 12 years old.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I just personally don't get into Timberlake like
That's
that.
the only Justin Timberlake album I ever listened to. And it's amazing. Dave Hill did make it at number 11 with the 22-6. I do really fuck with Dave Hill music and I listen to it. And number 12 was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Good album.
13, Big Shine. 14, We Don't Trust You. I'm sure these 75 minutes of We Don't Trust You are all like that. Because why would I listen to 70? I'm fairly sure those all 75 minutes. And then the top 15, rounding out that, was 400 Degrees, the deluxe edition. 400 Degrees got released again this year.
Okay.
Month by month, January, it was 21 Savage. February, Killer Mike. March, Killer Mike. April, J. Cole. May and June, Kendrick. July, Killer Mike. August, J. Cole. September, Justin Timberlake. October, Teddy Pendergrass. I knew this was going to make the list because pretty much October, and from here on out, I've listened to Teddy Pendergrass like every single day. I made a perfect mix.
You've mentioned that twice now.
And then November, Kendrick again, and I don't have anybody in December slot yet because it's not been that long.
I was in a deep rabbit hole of bullshit on the internet today, and I ran across a video of this nigga Tyrese singing "Come On Over to My Place," and this nigga Tyrese had grown hair. He had like a mini afro.
He had that red thing, that red cap on.
No, he was singing this shit on the George Lopez show.
Oh,
never seen this video in my life.
I think he playing Teddy P in a movie because he was like, I saw him like on the internet I don't know, about a year or so ago or sometime, and he had this red hat on, like the famous joint, and he had like the beard, and he was singing. I'm like, what is this cosplay thing that you're doing? But I think he playing him in the movie. I
think the real story is he was trying to compel himself to the family to allow him to play him in the movie.
Oh, so he's like, I'm just gonna be him.
I want to show you all that I can embody Teddy Pendergrass. No, I'm dead serious.
Tyrese a wild nigga, dog.
I'm dead serious. I think that's a real thing.
He a weird nigga. I've been listening to playlists. You know, my number one favorite playlist is my favorites playlist. Favorites mix every Tuesday. Do you fuck with your like the playlist and shit?
Usually only when I'm in the shower.
So every Tuesday, Apple creates a weekly playlist for me of like songs I'm gonna like. And that shit be spot on. So I listen to that shit a lot. That was number one. Number two was the Kendrick versus Drake playlist I put together when that battle was going together, and I was just back and forth. I got a fire playlist called I Love You. It is all old school R&B. That's number three. My number four is my old school house jam playlist. Same vibe. And then number five was Teddy Pendergrass. So honestly, I know a lot of them albums are top because when they came out, I listened to them bitches a lot. But I don't want to listen to niggas arguing about fighting, shooting, and killing all day. I would rather listen to something softer.
You know, this is a wild conspiracy theory that I have.
Yeah.
While back, and this might have been before your new Teddy Pendergrass obsession, we had a conversation about Harold Melvin and Blue Notes.
Yeah.
And something didn't sit right with you about Teddy Pendergrass, like not be Harold Melvin or the leader of the Blue Notes. And I think that day was like where your villain arc kind of started with Teddy Pendergrass. Like, is there something I'm missing in the music where I need to, like, where did it go wrong?
What started this, what happened was on Instagram, you know how these music pages be like, yo, listen to these 10 songs that such and such and such and such. And I looked at a couple of them songs and one of them was dope. And then I went to YouTube and found, I went to like a Soul Train and I started watching Soul Train performances on YouTube.
Right.
And Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes was on there. I'm like, nigga, that's Teddy P. You know what I'm saying? But I end up making a playlist from all those performances that I liked. And a lot of those songs was from Teddy P, and a lot of them was from like the OJs. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna make me a fucking Teddy P playlist because a lot of these motherfucking performances and songs was like boom. I'm like, and I don't have a Teddy P playlist. You know what I'm saying? So when I put that bitch together, the shit's so cold and like every song is fire. It's like I just put that bitch on repeat. You feel me?
Okay.
But old school house jams and I Love You and Teddy Penny, shit's is fire. Fire, amazing. And the Sacred Souls station, you know, you can pick a person and have a station based upon them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how great the Sacred Souls album is. Once the album goes off, they start playing songs that like fit that tune. I don't even be knowing when that the shit went off. And they'll start like linking in older songs from different albums. I'm like, these niggas is really that fucking good. Sacred Souls.
I mean, I got it queued up in my phone.
Yeah, take a listen to that.
You giving a really high endorsement to.
Man, I didn't know. You feel me? I didn't know. I went to listen to that Can I Call You Roll song because it's one of them Instagram joints that everybody had on their shit for a minute. I'm like, let me go find this song. And I found it on the album. Well, I found it in Apple. And when I hit play, it brought up the album.
There are white men in this group.
It's a band. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole group. And I don't think everybody sing. I think like the lead singer, but like I just play the bass or I just play and then some of them do harmonies. This shit is amazing, my nigga.
These are Mexicans.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I hope that like it just caught me off guard. This a black man surrounded by. I don't know if Mexican is that racially safe to say. I already went on a racist rant earlier, and I don't.
that's the fact.
And I don't want to get back in.
So they asked me, do you remember last year? So my top artist comparison in last year in 2023, Nas is my top artist. This year, it was Kendrick. Last year, my top song was Nobody Knows because that's the song that we play on my phone every Friday night.
Gotcha.
And this year, it was Not Like Us.
Okay.
In 2023, it was Michael album with 468 minutes. This year, it was Michael Deluxe album with 470 minutes. So I essentially just never took that shit out of my rotation for 2 years. Yeah, that's how.
Top artist this year was Kendrick. Last year was Hove. Top song this year was Moccasin. I like Trill World and I like that song. Last year was a local art, not local, but an independent artist as well, Veli Beretta, the realist. Top album this year. Wow, I really gave GNX some love. I like that album. I don't understand people saying bad things about it. I really like that album.
Yeah, I don't get it. So,
like, do you not like good hip hop?
What's your
music?
top songs this year?
I don't know where I'll find that at. Oh, that's back up at the top. Hold on. Top songs. Moccasin.
I'm not familiar.
By Trill World. That's her song.
Oh, duh.
These 3 words by Jerry Green. He a
like
rapper.
These 3 words.
He uses that sample. He's a rapper, so he's rapping around that sample. It's a dope ass song. Higher Level, Killer Mike, Give and Give, Conway the Machine, In Terms and Conditions, Bodie James.
What else you got on there?
For my top songs?
Yeah, like your top 10 or however. I think they give you 15.
No Heart in the Art, Cash Lansky. West Side, Courtney Bell and Royce da 5'9", Shed
Fire.
Tears, Killer Mike, Love Me by Sean Milley, Ready, Willing, and Able by Savon. I love that song.
Like Savon from the podcast, Savon?
From the podcast.
Like Joe Budden podcast, Savon?
No, he was a rapper from here.
Oh, yeah, we went to the show. I took pictures of dude.
Okay.
Remember when
yeah, because he
Keith
opened up
Murray,
for like Rakim and
it
old
was
school
Keith
niggas.
Murray, the DPG was there. I mean, Corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to not like that's part of how he make his money. So I Am Not J. Cole, Bodie James, and Oba.
The song is called I Am Not J. Cole?
Yes.
I ain't never heard that shit before.
By Oba Roland and Bodie James.
Really?
Yes.
It's fire. I mean, it's on your top song. You listen to that shit a lot.
I like that shit.
That's crazy.
Prove to me that you love me. Let me rob your baby daddy. The Heart Part 5.
Okay.
Kendrick. Euphoria. When It Comes to You by Friday. And then Not Like Us.
All right. So my number one songs. So how many total songs, we say your top songs? How many total songs you listen to?
Those is 15.
No.
Oh, 3,333.
Okay. Yeah, 3333.
Yeah.
Play that shit in the lottery tomorrow, nigga.
I should. Let me text myself that.
My top songs. It's only 2027. My top song of the year was Not Like Us. Number 2, Nobody Knows. That don't really count. Number 3, Like That. Number 4, Euphoria. Number 5, Love TKO, Teddy P. Number 6, You're My Latest, My Greatest, Teddy P. Number 7, Close the Door, Teddy P. Now, You're My Latest, My Greatest. One reason that's on there, and I listen to that shit so much, it's the beginning of Euphoria.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait. And when it came on, I was like, wait a minute. And I'm like, oh shit. Now every time I would be in the mood for either when I heard one, I was in the mood for the other.
That
So they
makes
both,
sense.
so
They're
they both,
interchangeable.
yeah, they both high. Love TKO, you my latest, my greatest. Close the door. Number 8, Can I Call You Rose by the Sacred Souls. Number 9, Lady Love by the Sacred Souls. Amazing song. Number 10, First Person Shooter. Number 11, Exit 9, Killer Mike. Number 12, Family Matters. Number 13, Slumber, Shed Tears. And number 15, You, featuring Snoop Dogg and Q-Tip from Lucy Pearl. That's an old song. I met her at the park one day when she was mine. Hey Siri. No, never mind. Because we're gonna get fucking demonetized.
Yeah, I ain't hip. But I didn't like Lucy Pearl type music.
This song is a fucking
me,
fire. I didn't know this songs existed. So I'll tell you how I found the song. Have you seen these videos of Russell Westbrook warming up and dancing to songs?
Yeah.
It was one of those songs he was dancing to. And I was like, yo, who is this? And Snoop was rapping. I'm like, yo, what is this song? Because it was a fucking beautiful song. So when I Shazammed it, I'm like, oh, that's this song like 10, 15 years old. Like I didn't know it existed. Yeah, but in the earlier top part of the year, I wore that song out. You know what I'm saying? So I was
some happy shit. You know why I didn't like Lucy Pearl? And this is probably like, it's not even today. They didn't really do nothing in this equation. How they were presented, like they had that quirky type of look to them, like they were wearing like silly ass clothes and shit. And I felt like them niggas was making Arrested Development music. And I fucking hate
Why don't
Arrested Development.
Why don't you like that type of black person? That's what I want to know. You got a very specific black person that you're okay with. And like earthy, natural hair, afro picks.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're not with that shit. Why?
Don't do that, because I do like women with natural hair.
Men
locks.
and women.
Men and women, I do like that shit.
That's Lucy Pearl, man.
I just don't like how them niggas was presented. And I don't like Arrested Development. I don't like that. To me, I feel like runaway slave music. That's what they singing when they leaving in the middle of the night. They're singing Arrested Development. I'm Everyday People, Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm an everyday person, though.
I hate that shit.
But you want to sell drugs.
No, I don't want to sell.
But that music, that's slave music, or that's really what that is.
I don't like that shit.
I mean, you know.
I don't like that shit. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't like that shit. Take me to another place.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna sound racist. I don't give a fuck. It sounds like go back to Africa music. I don't want to hear that shit.
You wanna.
I do want to go. I just don't want that to be. I just don't want that to be my soundtrack when I go.
Now you don't want to fuck with Marcus Garvey.
No, I just don't want that to be my soundtrack when I go.
Mm-hmm. So my top artists of the year: Kendrick,
shit,
J. Cole, Nas, all that shit. We went through all that. Y'all know what time it is. I just want to try to point out that Nipsey is always in my top music every year because I really fuck with Nip. Nas is always in there. Big is always in there. It wasn't no T.I. was in there. T.I. was 15, Big was 14, 21 Savage 13, Metro Boomin. Really, what the fuck was I listening to from Metro Boomin for 235 minutes?
Probably is it like that?
Yeah, because it's technically yeah. But what the fuck was I listening? Because Future on here too. I don't know. Maybe because they both on the song, they both got.
What's your beef for Future, man? You just don't like that music.
The nigga can't rap. That shit be vibey. The beats be straight, and he always find a melodic tune, but the nigga can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't agree with you. I love Future's music.
I didn't say you don't love his music. I said he can't rap, and you know he can't rap. I said the music is vibey. The pocket he find, like that melody is real melodic, but that nigga don't give me a Future bar that you was like, oh nigga, that shit was kind of cold. Not like a super duper nigga, I blew your mind, but just something that was like, oh, that was pretty clever.
Flood my cross with eyes, getting money, my religion, got my baby mama and my side bitch kissing.
Bars.
Love it.
That, you know what? That's probably why he on the list.
Shit, man,
I
my
got a
shoulders
song.
shake.
I got a playlist called the Weekend of Rap, and I got all the Weekend songs when he on there with rappers, and he on that song is on there, and that's on. I think it's technically on a Future album.
It's on the Future shit. Let that song
It's
come on.
not a rap song though.
Let that song come on, nigga. And I got some weed in the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm blowing and riding and driving and listening to that shit, nigga. I feel like I'm about to be on an adventure. That's finna be like the soundtrack of a wild ass night.
For sure. But give me a rap song that he said some clever shit like while he's rapping, not singing, not doing the melodic shit.
I don't have it. I guess I can agree with you. He's not an incredible rapper, but he know how to make a good fucking song.
I'm not.
Future make niggas catch the Holy Ghost and not like in the biblical
I just
way.
want to make sure we're on the same page. You went to he's not an incredible rapper. What I'm saying is he don't rap good at all. Not because everybody not incredible. What I'm saying is he not a good rapper. I know people gonna be mad or debate me or whatever in this, and I'm fine with that. But you can't point to this. Not to you no more. But like you can't point me to the bars that was like good.
I don't want to debate you because they're not there. I mean, I like that nigga's music because for what it is, but it's not like Future not gonna bar me to death.
But you like that music because it's him. You just like Future. Because other people,
I like the music also.
A lot of other people make Future type music that don't go nowhere.
And I like some of them niggas too.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
I like Solo Lucci. He be making Future like music.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm a ON. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Look, Solo Lucci, whip it.
No, sorry.
It's a good song, man.
I don't know.
It's Future-esque. And then I like Future on other people's shit. You know what my shit is, nigga? Bugatti, Ace Hood and Future, and Rick Ross. I love that shit.
Give me Future verse.
He just do the hook.
Give me his hook.
I don't want to sing Future, but
he sing it.
Yeah, it's melodic.
How it go?
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
That's it. I don't know.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay smoking on good Jamaican.
Oh, I do remember that.
It's good, and it's got DJ Khaled be screaming on it too. Sometimes I feel like Khaled just takes some artists, he shake them up in his hand, he closes his eyes, and he throw them. And wherever they end up, he's like, yeah, I'm going to make a song with these niggas. Because a lot of Khaled song mixes, the niggas he put together, I don't believe is like good fits together. But somehow Khaled always get like a solid...
I think Khaled does a good job at producing records.
I don't think the right artists be on them records sometimes. But like some of them anthems, I don't like. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that right now because I'm trying to make a point. That Khaled also get new Jay-Z verses. And I don't know what type of backhanded deal they got in the Rock Nation office for that shit. It's probably because Khaled used to open up for Beyonce or some shit. Like he was like the DJ. I don't know if it's Beyonce. Maybe that's too big for Khaled.
Ain't he managed by Rock Nation?
Yeah, maybe he
That's
did.
That's why he get the records.
It's a lot of niggas on Rock Nation. Why Khaled always get the Jay-Z record?
Khaled has connections with a lot of people, and that song is probably gonna make a lot of money. So I keep giving you the records.
I hear rumblings that there's a new whole verse coming.
A whole verse?
Yeah, a new Jay-Z verse. Clip's about to drop an album. That's my pick. Be a new whole verse on the Clip's album.
Oh,
it's about time for him to drop an album too. He just turned 55.
I thought he was like 53.
He just turned 55. He old.
I googled it. Like
we watching like the hip hop artists that we grew up with. We watching the niggas turn old.
Hey Siri, how old is Jay-Z?
He's 55, dog. I just told you. Apologize. I just told you.
Thank you, Siri.
I just told you.
Oh, you know what it was?
Don't dive over that. I told you.
Okay, nigga.
Why wasn't my truth good enough?
If you allow me to keep speaking, I'll tell you why your truth wasn't good enough. One, it's not reliable in general. You don't make points that based on facts. But two, DJ Head was talking about. I saw a video this morning, and he said somebody reached out to him. He's like 53. He's a super OG in the game, and he was like, "I never seen Kendrick. Well, what Kendrick did to him, I never seen anybody do that again." And all people in the comments was like, "He talking about Jay-Z. He talking about Jay-Z." And I was like, "Is Jay-Z 53?" And I Googled this morning and it was 55, but those are two numbers I was playing around with.
I told you.
I don't use you as like a credible source on certain things.
But this was I was spot on. I feel like, all right, man.
What if you was wrong?
But I knew I wasn't.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
You don't have faith in me? Whose man's is you? Whose man's is you? We came here together. Whose man's is you?
You came over by yourself.
We came here together. I'm going with you tonight. Whose man's is this?
No.
I want to eat.
I'm going to do work. I'm not eating.
Whose man's is this? I came with you, Jason. My words should be bond.
Speaking of Kendrick,
I don't like how you treat me, man.
Apologize for raising your voice.
No, you apologize. I don't like how you treat me, man. And you get that dog trained to bite, and I feel like he gonna bite and hold. You know, you see them videos where they be biting that padded orange or yellow arm.
German Shepherd is top.
I feel like that's how you train your dog.
He top 5 for bite strength.
I feel like that's how you train. That's how you train that dog.
Well, Motor City K9 is where I went. You feel me?
Y'all train them in German or
Shout
Swahili?
out to Motor City K9. Took good care of Umar. You feel me? If y'all looking for some legitimate dog training, go to Motor City K9. Or you can go to Motor City K9. Yeah. All right. Now, speaking of music and shit like that, there was a line in the Kendrick song that everybody assumed he was talking to Andrew Shulz about. When he said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, that's law. I don't know if y'all know who Andrew Shulz. I think everybody should know who Andrew Shulz is, but he's a comedian and podcaster. He does the Brilliant Idiots podcast with Charlemagne. Used to be on all of the old MTV 2 shows and shit with Charlemagne and Lou Duval, and it's a whole alumni cast of them folks.
Okay.
I am a fan of Andrew Shulz. I watch and listen to Brilliant Idiots, and I watch his podcast Flagrant, right? So the controversy is when he had the dudes from Shits and Gigs on the pod, and I listened to that whole episode while I was walking the dog. Shit was funny. Never thought anything of the whole thing at all. And then like about a month or two ago, like a clip surfaced, and he had asked them like, do y'all like black women or white women? Like which one y'all prefer dating? And then they were both was kind of like, we like both, blah, blah, blah. And then he made a joke or reference like when white dudes get with black women, they get cool. And he used like Travis Kelce as an example. And then when they go back with white women, they kind of get like not as cool. But they said Calvin Trusty used to have a beard, you know what I'm saying? He had a haircut, a taper, that shit. And he made a joke like, well, the reason he had his beard is because when you get them black women don't be playing and she'll keep you in check, she'll slap the shit out you. So the beard is for protection. For protection, right? And the internet got that and said that's racist. You're talking about black women, saying black women.
I remember this incident now.
Black women are abusive and shit like that. In real time, when I heard this shit, I didn't think there was a controversy. Shits and Gigs got in trouble because they didn't specifically say I like black women more than white women. Like, why would you do that? Why would you alienate? They also our culture is a little bit different.
They're not from here. Also, like, that's just a very divisive thing. You know what I'm saying? But like the way he said it, the way he asked the question, like they did it on purpose. Like it's a joke. Like, so out of your mom and your dad, which one you love better? Like it wasn't like a real thing. But
The internet.
They set them niggas up for content. They gave them a little bit of an uncomfortable moment, and they got what they wanted out of it.
And they said it in a joking manner, like I'm being uncomfortable on purpose, and it was like a 2.5 hour pod. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, but that hit the internets, and so Kendrick said, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law." And then Schulz and Charlamagne didn't record last week. I think they both was out of town for the holidays and shit like that. So this week was the first week that they was back. Mm-hmm. And he gave Kendrick about like 10 minutes at the start of the pod. Because he a comedian.
Right.
And now people think he's even more racist.
Because he said something very specific though.
He was like, look, I get it. Well, initially he was like, you can't take a joke because it was a joke, whatever. But he was like, listen, I know Kendrick, gang, all this other shit, the whole crew, all the niggas in LA, they'll kill me, they'll beat me up, blah, blah, blah. But Kendrick, one-on-one, I'll make you my girlfriend. I'll make love to whatever, the whole 9 yards. Mm-hmm. One, I do not think that's the case, by the way. But if you know who Schulz is, Schulz thinks he is the best at everything. He thinks he's the best basketball player. He is the best. He thinks he's the best he can be. He thinks he can last in the boxing ring with like professional box. Like he does think he can be everything.
It's white man arrogance.
Yeah, it just, niggas who born in the 80s arrogance. You feel me? Because did you know him and Jason Williams played basketball? And he scored on, like he won a pickup game against Jay Will from Chicago. So that's why
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
I don't care.
The allure of this, like it's like so they call him Hezzy because he hit Jason.
I'm unimpressed by this story. I'm unimpressed by everything.
Whatever. But go ahead. I'm giving everybody else the background of everything, and I want you to take over.
But that's what I'm saying when he say he have his way with him and there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah.
Like that's white men trying to emasculate a black man. Like nigga, that shit go back to like slavery shit.
Get the fuck.
Jay. He trying to emasculate that man.
This is not no fucking slavery shit.
It go back to that. He think he can just have his way with a black man.
No, he said Kendrick because he's like less than 5'8" and he's a 6'2", 6'3" person. Like, all that, and then. If we want to be 100%, he said, you want to protect black women, essentially, right? Don't let no black woman, like coming from the genre of music that loves and respects black women, huh? Because we got the worst genre of music for uplifting black women.
Shut your European lips.
Do we or not? Or do we? Whatever, right? It's just fucking jokes, man. And then niggas want to take jokes or music and make that shit ultra serious. I'm not here for it.
Tell that cracker to shut his mouth. Speaking on shit he don't know about. Shut your European thin ass lips. This business ain't got shit to do with you. And Kendrick finna drop next weekend.
Could be.
No, it's gonna happen.
I think so.
It's gonna happen.
Only reason I say could be is I be thinking that once niggas figure out his plans, he don't want to do it no more. Like there was like when Damn came out, one was called Damn, the other one was gonna be called Nation. It was gonna be a double album, but then like it never came out the second week because like if I want to surprise niggas and do some shit, don't ruin my fucking rollout by telling everybody it's coming. So I don't know, but I would love for that to be the case, and that's what I think. But like, how do I tell an artist who is very particular about everything he's doing, and if everybody figure it out, like, well, fuck y'all niggas, I'm not putting it out there.
or maybe he just appeases us one time.
I hope so.
Like y'all figured it out, and I'm still gonna let you have it.
Yeah, but I will say this though. So I posted a clip that we had on the pod from a couple of years ago.
I saw you posted too. One about the cheating,
yeah,
and then me doing llama.
Yeah, and then one on the placebo effect.
Yeah,
that one getting a lot of fucking traction, right? And I forgot that we had that conversation or what that was about. I watched it yesterday. It was a sugar pill shit, right? When you mind over matter, all that matters is mind. And when somebody keep telling you something, when your mind believes it, it is true. I just don't want y'all niggas to be fucking eternal victims. Every time something happens, oh nigga, this is because of slavery. Man, shut that shit up, man. This shit ain't got nothing to do with fucking slavery, man.
You trying to emasculate that black man.
Okay, I guess you tried to emasculate. You tried to hold me in public too. You talk about me, I can't talk about you back.
It's a slave master's mindset, Jason.
I don't got no fucking master. Who y'all master? Because I don't got no fucking master. And the death sure ain't no fucking white man. Like, I don't understand how y'all, everybody get because they trying to, nigga, what
This is not how I envisioned the conversation going in my mind.
I get it.
I really thought you was going to be in agreement.
Listen.
Ain't you supposed to be pro-black?
Ain't you? I'm pro-me.
Okay.
I'm pro-right.
Ain't you supposed to be pro-black?
I'm pro-me. I'm pro-black.
Wow, brother.
I'm pro-make.
Wow, brother.
Sense. I'm the biggest fucking Kendrick fan. You feel me? Like, I'm just trying to be objective. Don't nobody care about that shit because it's not real. It's a fucking joke. It's not real. You feel me? But like the whole idea that every time somebody say thing, we can fucking dissect this shit. Oh, this is about slavery. This is about this. Well, what the fuck is Future doing? Why don't you go dissect that shit? What is he doing with his music when the nigga don't even do the drugs, but he posts the shit like he doing it? He sell the music. Like
he sell a lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? And to who?
Young people.
Young people and white people.
You know they grouped in the young people as far as
what I'm saying though is, so you are perpetuating the stereotype that white folks think of us. Because who buys all the music? White people and women and children. So you keep perpetuating the negative stereotype about this how all black people are, and you don't even do the shit that you're rapping about. Why don't we do a fucking essay about that? But no, we're gonna do another motherfucking essay because all you niggas think that white people better than you. And every fucking week, anytime somebody say anything about, oh nigga, this is about slavery. You ain't never been no fucking slave, nigga. Like, this is not to you. But niggas be on the internet. I saw so many think pieces, dog, because his name was trending. I'm like, what the fuck do Shulz do? So I went there and looked. I saw the video. I was laughing at first because the shit was still funny. He's a fucking comedian. He's an amazing comedian, by the way. But I'm like, why the fuck is niggas so fucking sensitive, man? You went on a whole fucking rant in the group chat today.
I went on a rant about something else.
The conversation about something else. Your rant had nothing to do with the conversation. It was specifically about race and ethnicity that had nothing to do with the conversation.
Yes, it did.
It did not.
It was a colonizer speaking on something that he shouldn't be speaking about.
The race of that person, niggas ain't colonized shit over here. They're a minority. They're a smaller minority than we are. But do you think you racist?
No.
Do you think that you should stop hate?
No.
Now, why not?
Because I like that shit.
What I'm saying, like,
because I wanted to. Because that's how I felt.
Because it ain't that fucking serious.
And when I'm amongst my peers, that's how I talk sometimes. And you know what I was thinking? I was like, I got one friend of that persuasion. I'm not racist.
That's fucking racist as hell.
I got one friend.
How would you feel if they seen that shit?
He'd probably feel away. But I got one friend that is. And like I felt that was my justification because I don't treat my friend like that.
So you got
racist.
You got one black friend.
I
got two black friends. Like, look, I'm not trying to say I'm not.
It was racist.
What was racist?
My rant earlier.
It was 100% racist.
It was racist.
And I'm glad that other black people in the group called that shit out. Like, you just went on a racist rant, my nigga. Like, why was that?
I don't know.
The nigga had a horrible take. Right? He had a horrible take. I can just disrespect your take because, nigga, it's a horrible take. But like, man, that shit don't be that to me.
I took it somewhere else.
Yeah, but to me, I don't think that situation be that difficult. Now, Shulz is like Irish and shit. His mom's and them immigrants, the whole 9 yards. But people, because his last name Shulz, people think he Jewish, and he not Jewish. So like, it was a whole bunch of like anti-Semitism. Like, just well, you know how the Jews be. Like, that nigga not even Jewish. Like, his last name just Shulz. You feel me? Like,
Why don't we just stop?
but that's the whole thing. Like, all you need is a fucking narrative. You feel me? And that they'll and your brain, and people on the internet brain, they can take that. See, that's what the Jewish people been doing to the rap community. Cause they've been taking this and this, like that nigga Irish. Or whatever the fuck he is. Polish. I don't know. I don't fucking care no more. But it's for the like, relax, dog. Like, fucking relax.
I mean, this may be kind of like nobody's doing shit. Nobody's doing shit. I just don't care.
I wouldn't be mad if Kendrick responded in the record, but I don't think he would ever do that because now I didn't give you way too much control. But you mean to tell me, as a comedian and as a podcaster, if the biggest artist in the world mentions your name, you're not gonna use that shit for views and clicks and all that shit? I'm gonna go extra. I'm gonna go overboard. You know, if Beyonce mentioned you in the fucking post, you would go fucking crazy. Would you or would you not?
That shit would change my life.
Nigga.
That shit would change my life.
It don't help that nigga, they had Trump on the pod.
Nigga.
And it was a great fucking episode.
Beyonce, like certain black people are black Jesus. That would be like touching the hem of the garment.
No.
If Beyonce say your
that
name.
Bitch ain't nowhere near Jesus.
Ain't
no black person around this motherfucker Jesus. These niggas rap for a living and they do evil shit in real life. Them niggas not Jesus.
Dog, if Beyonce say your name, that'll change your life.
Yeah.
She say she a fan. Or I listen to Shop Talk Podcast while I travel. What?
No, what I'm saying is
I listen to Jay and Dame.
If she say something that you did or reference something that you said on the pod and say it in a negative tone, you won't respond?
Yes. Because that's going to be life-changing shit for me. That's life-changing.
Like, there's no bigger artist right now than Kendrick Lamar. He's doing the fucking Super Bowl. He was my number one artist.
And he's doing an arena tour.
Yeah.
Them tickets $250 for the nosebleeds, but I feel like I need to see Kendrick.
I've seen Kendrick. I also know they be doing dynamic pricing and promoters and shit like that. So like when everybody buying the tickets prices is higher than when everybody relax. So I'm gonna go in there next week and try to get some tickets.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that little nugget of wisdom.
Now that don't mean that the tickets that you would they could be just going. You feel me?
Or they
like
could.
I don't know, like in the stadium, like this is Comerica Park, right?
Ford.
They're doing Ford Field.
Yeah.
Him, you're not gonna be close. You feel me? You're gonna watch the majority of the shit on the screen. So like, do it matter where you sit at when you watching the screen the whole time anyway? But I get it. You want to post a picture on your Instagram like you close.
Saying from a nigga that watched it from the pit. You was at the bottom looking up at Kendrick. That's how close you was.
I wasn't in the pit.
You were really close, Chase.
I was at Little Caesars. I was in like section 100 or 200. No, I think I was like section 2. It was relatively.
You were close.
Well, the whole thing is big and the camera zoom. You have no idea how close these niggas are. The camera zoom.
All right, man.
You feel me? But everybody makes them seem like they was right up close because that means that you're richer, that you have more money than people or some shit. Like,
I want the full experience.
I
want to be rapping and make eye contact.
You're not getting the full experience inside of a stadium.
And we rapping DNA together. I don't know.
I'll tell you though, that concert I went to for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
See, it was good.
It was a really good concert.
That's what I'm saying.
Him and Baby Keem destroyed that shit, nigga. I didn't know that people fuck with him like that. I didn't know. Niggas went crazy. Mosh pits and shit going on. I'm out there getting some nachos and shit, and the little white family over there like, oh my God, Baby Keem's about to go on. Hold my stuff. And like, I'm like, what? Who the fuck knew?
You left to get nachos at Baby Keem Park?
No, I was just getting there.
Okay.
And he was getting...
he was opening.
Yeah.
Because I know they do some songs together. Or they got a couple songs together.
Yeah. And then when they came back and did the songs they had together, that bitch went up. And niggas was out there doing mosh pits and shit. I'm like, oh, Baby Keem is like a thing.
Okay.
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And in Detroit too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But now with concerts, people travel so much. I didn't know that was a thing till I got older. But like people travel to go see their favorite artists.
yeah, for sure. Like I go to farthest I probably would travel is probably Kentucky. That's 5 hours in a car. Like I'll drive 5 hours to go see something.
Who'd you drive 5 hours for? Nas in Kentucky.
Nas, Killer Mike, Kendrick, anybody that I would actually go see.
I wanted to see that Killer Mike and Dave Chappelle show, and that shit came and went. I ain't know shit about it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying them prices though. Like I'm gonna have to catch that shit on Netflix. Like, yeah,
Dave be expensive.
Yeah, but
he worth it.
I'm about to. I just sent in some paperwork to get some
the press pass,
some credentials and shit, so I can hopefully I can get access to some of them venues as media and take pictures. But we also
enjoy the show.
So I need pictures and shit like that. So yeah. But look, I'm a fan of Kendrick, clearly. You feel me? I am a fan of Shulz. You know what I'm saying? I think it's much about nothing. Would I listen to Flagrant or Andrew Shulz if I thought he was like a racist who really wanted the destruction of black folks or whatever, or if he was an undercover racist? I probably wouldn't. Not even probably. I just wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just wouldn't. Like I can't listen to that shit too much. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started following some of these conservative niggas and shit, smart like a fucking some of the Matt Walshes, the fucking Ben Shapiro's and shit like that. Like I can fuck with it for a minute, but then sometimes you'll say some shit like, "Yeah, dog, I don't really like how the tone that you said that. Like that was one strike," and then like, can't do it. Like I'm just not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But I also know when something is something and when something ain't. Shit but the internet, like grasping that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But on some man shit, like if a nigga talking shit about me and you a small man, like my nigga, what you gonna do? Like I know your crew, your entourage can do something to you. Now, the reason I say I don't believe that is because Kendrick working out, doing the motherfucking push-ups and dips
doing
and
the prison
pull-ups
workouts
and shit like that. I don't think you want to see him, Schultz. And I'll put money on it. I don't think you want to see Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And I think you talking shit. You'll be in LA, you know, at some point. You feel me?
I think in a small space you wouldn't have your way with them.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like I don't think so. But you go comedian and go make it funny. Like I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. That shit was funny though. Now, granted, I watched Flagrant. I watched Brilliant Idiots. I be knowing the history of shit. And like, so for an example, niggas been listening to us pod for almost 9 years now. You know what I'm saying? They are inside jokes that only people who listen to the pod will know. There's background information or what have you. So if I went to so if Boys to Men came
fucking
here,
Boys to Men.
Perfect, right? So if a clip went out viral or you saying some shit about Boys to Men and niggas don't understand the long history behind that has been on since nigga, like one of the first episodes you talked about the whole Boys to Men shit, right?
Yeah.
And if niggas don't have that, they'll just watch it in a vacuum and be like, this is so anti-black because this was so important to black culture. And they would talk about this and it like I can make anything sound like something. I can.
I don't feel Boys to Men has ever been important to black culture. But
nigga, you a goddamn lie.
All right.
Nigga, Motown Philly back again. Let a nigga from Philly tell you hear you say that shit.
I'm not afraid, nigga.
I'm just saying.
I'm Damon the Giant, nigga. I'm not afraid, nigga. I'm 7 feet tall and bulletproof. I am not afraid of these niggas.
Damon Priest.
Damon the Giant.
This is a new name. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this shit.
Nigga, big body wash. Nigga, I am not afraid.
Body wash?
Rub it on. I am not afraid of these. No. I am not afraid of these niggas, man. So what? I don't like that shit. I don't like Motown Philly. I don't like Mama. I don't like End of the Road. I don't like none of that shit.
And what you're saying is very anti-black.
Fuck it then.
You a black white supremacist.
I don't like that shit because I voiced my opinion on some black shit.
You a black white supremacist.
I don't like that shit. I've never seen Love Jones. I don't understand what the hype is about.
Because you never seen it.
Whatever. Can't be that good.
It's fucking amazing. That's anti-black if you never seen Love Jones.
I'm anti-black then. But I seen Black Snake Moan a bunch of times.
That shit look racist. That nigga didn't he have a fucking, what are you attached to a chain?
He had her chained up.
Yeah, that shit look racist.
A tinge of racism.
Yeah.
A tinge of racism.
I want, man, black people.
I've seen snakes on a plane more times than I can count. I've never seen.
So
Love
today,
Jones.
today I went down to the DIA. First, I had breakfast at Babu. You been there?
Yeah, it's good food.
Man, great chicken.
And it's right next to the DIA.
Yeah, great chicken and waffles this morning.
Really?
Yeah. And then I went over to the DIA and I got a chance to see a lot of shit. What's her name? Massey? What's her
Tierra
friend?
Massey.
Yeah, her exhibit, 7 Illinois.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Then I went through.
You remember when there used to be a Sibley Shoes on Illinois?
Yeah. Man,
Okay.
that's crazy. I literally just remembered that shit.
Yep.
That's crazy. Because that was like the only 9 in the mall Sibley that I can remember.
There was another one on Grand River.
Really?
2 more.
Like
There's
Grand
like
River,
one in
Greenfield?
there's one on Grand River and Greenfield, and there was one on like Grand River and Finkel in the little shopping plaza. Because I walked over to that bitch and got me some.
Well, I
Timbers.
used to want to work at that Sibley's in Fairlane. That was in the middle. That was in the corner where everything was at.
My nigga Jay worked at the Sibleys in Northland.
Man, that Sibley's in Fairlane, dog. It's like everybody who come this way, like this was like the meeting location of everything. Boy, malls in the 90s was amazing, dog. Black culture in the 90s was amazing.
You know, I feel bad for the kids because that's something that they'll never experience. They'll never experience going to the mall on Saturday and staying there all day.
Y'all get
getting numbers.
Y'all get y'all fashion from Instagram pictures and posts. We was outside and was like, hey, nigga, you saw the reaction that them fucking Jordans got. Or you saw the reaction that this fucking iceberg sweater had, or that Nautica jacket, or it was just a different time.
It was in real time.
Yeah, different time.
And you knew that you was killing that shit in real time. You got your likes like that day.
You knew when you had the outfit on, the girls looking at you and shit, like it was just a different time. 90s era was.
And this is before digital camera. So if somebody took a picture to you, they had to get it developed.
Yeah.
So you still may not never get that picture again.
Yeah.
And we talked to girls at the mall.
Yeah, man.
Shorty.
Great time.
Shorty in the gray.
Great time. Anywho, so went through all those exhibits, looked at some I got a lot of pictures, a lot of video. Very cultural, man. I had a really good day, honestly. And
you go by yourself?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
It was really good though, man.
Are we gonna do that thing?
No, we don't do a thing. And that was not a compliment to you, my nigga. That was like making fun of you. Because I don't think you be understanding the bro code. You feel me? That's what that is.
It is bro code, but I'll never push. I make it a little uncomfortable. I make it a little.
I'm not uncomfortable,
okay.
But other people be uncomfortable.
All right. I'm done. I'm done.
But yeah, man. That the exhibit was really, really good, and especially this black Cadillac wall, so to speak. Man, shit was good. But I took these microphones that we were recording on and got like some really good video. Like the audio was like perfect in the fucking videos too, man.
They let you tape?
I mean, I had my cell phone, and this was connected to the cell phone. But yeah, you can use your phone.
Okay, because I know they'd be funny acting about certain.
You can't do flash photography. And you can't have like a big setup or big rig, but you can use your phones for sure.
Okay.
And went through like some African art, some Native American art, some Hindu or Indian art, and man, it's so interesting that what art is and like what it means and all the other stuff. And it really brought everything to a head today when I was left listening to Kendrick album. You see how people are breaking down Kendrick lyrics and saying this means that, this means this means that, and what he doing is actual art. Because once I put it out there, now we can have a discussion about what do you think the artist meant when he said. And some people are upset, like he don't mean that. He da 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 da. But nigga, what did Michelangelo meant when he painted this? Because there are conversations, books, and college courses about what do you think he meant? What is this? This darkness meant sorrow and this and that. Like that's what you do with art. You wonder,
critique it.
You wonder what
you
it
critique
is.
it also.
Yeah, for sure. So I like what's going on now, and I gotta give Sean Carter some props, even though it was kind of evil who he had in the video. But when he did the video for something, what was the shit on Magna Carta Holy Grail? But he was like in the art
Picasso
baby. Because it is art. You feel me? But he was up there rapping in the art joint, but like it's art. You know what I'm saying? It's an expression of oneself. And once it's out, you can debate it. You can say, I wonder what they meant. What if it connects the dot? I was you ever heard the theory about if you drop a penny from the Empire State Building, it hits somebody and it'll kill them?
Yeah.
One, it's not true. All right. But one of the guys from Mythbusters and a YouTuber went out and did this experiment. When they got into a helicopter and they went up the same size, the height of the Empire State Building, and they dropped pennies on a person. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes like, for science, I'll do it. You could drop them on me. So they had like buckets of pennies because you can't just do like one. They out in the desert. They got buckets of pennies. You know what I'm saying? They dropping them out and let him hit him. He didn't die or pension or anything like that. He got shot with a paintball or some shit. It just, whatever. But like, out in the middle of the fucking desert, there's buckets of pennies there now. Because no one's picking up them fucking pennies. They're going to be there for however long.
Right.
1,000 years in the future. Somebody's going to come along in the middle of the fucking desert and see a pile of fucking pennies and start, this must be the marketplace where the sacred such and such of that. Or maybe they were mine. This was a mine. No, it's a nigga that was trying to make a fucking YouTube video and they just left their fucking trash out there. We don't be knowing what none of this shit is, dog. I'm going through different art installations and shit like that. And like the unless you know, you know. So when I was going through her exhibit, when they got the barrettes and they got the different things, because I walk past different things that just don't attack, they don't jump out, they don't look important to me. It's fucking dishes from the 6th century, from whatever. That shit don't mean nothing to me because I don't understand what it means culturally. They had like some rings or some shit, but to somebody from Iraq, if they walk past that, one, they may not know what a hair beret is, right? But I may not stop because this means nothing to me. They don't have that cultural significance, or whatever. And I'm like, that's just so, like, that's the dope thing about art, because somebody care about all them pieces. And it's the most important thing in the world to all these different cultures, just maybe not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go through the Irish section and they got half of a plate of something, what if that was the plate that the king in there used to eat from or some shit? Like, nigga, this should be Mother Teresa. Nigga, this was Jesus' iPad. Nigga, like, it's like, oh my God. But like, it didn't connect to me because I don't know anything about it. But if I'm pretty sure if somebody sat down and explained it, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, this shit is pretty important. And I say all that to say, I'm glad that things that are important to us can be put on display and have information about it to be like, hey man, this is important to this particular culture. It's the reason that we be digging up shit in Egypt and trying to figure out what did this mean. They wasn't doing shit but living. You know what I'm saying? Like the recipe to mac and cheese. You feel me? That's just some regular ass shit. But like 500 years from now, somebody might want to get the, how did they make their mac and cheese? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was it like crabs or was like yo grandma mac and cheese? Like we want to know what y'all did. How did y'all eat? How did y'all pray? How did y'all worship? How did y'all clean y'all food? Did y'all wash y'all legs? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's really about. And I enjoy when music can share culture. And I'll be so hard on certain artists and certain musicians because either the culture that you sharing, I think, is negative, or it's not our culture. It's not Black culture, but someday it's gonna be looked at as this is how Black people act. This is their culture. What y'all do is y'all drink lean, y'all do this or whatever. And like, not really, but that's what y'all. This was the #1 song on the charts. This is what all Black people like, right? You voted it here.
Like when you see pictures of niggas in suits from the 50s and
Yeah,
shit, or
like,
something like that's how everybody dressed.
Yeah, like, nah, nigga, that was them corny niggas that went down there to take them fucking pictures, nigga. We was down here in some fucking overalls.
Yeah.
Like, nah. You know what's wild? We talk about this on This Week in Culture sometimes. Watching the television show, every time they talk about Italians, they in the mob. If you Italian, you in the mob. If you an Irish, you in the mob. If you a Russian, you in a fucking Russian mob. If you fucking, don't be Haitian. You know what I'm saying? You into some voodoo shit, like
And you in the Haitian mob.
Yeah. Everybody in the fucking mob. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you Serbian? You in the fucking mob.
Get over there with them Russians.
The Serbs, the Russians, if you Chinese, you in what's that Chinese game?
Yakuza. You in the it's like, essentially the Chinese mafia.
I'm like, damn. So when they be like, yo, Black people do this, I'll be like, we ain't the only ones that's represented bad on TV. Every other culture is represented horrible on TV.
When they be from another culture, the thing that we culturally like, they emphasize it so much. You know, like Tony Danza is always, like it's always gonna be a certain inflection.
If you on TV,
he play a character.
If you on TV and you got some Italian grandma, she making pasta. What if the Italian's like, nigga, we don't really like pasta like that? Here's a perfect example. You go to Philly, the niggas gonna talk about that fucking cheesesteak.
I want one.
I don't know that niggas from Philly eat cheesesteak like that. Just like Detroit niggas fuck with conies. But I don't eat a fucking coney dog every fucking day, man.
I would eat cheesesteak every day. I would eat that shit every fucking day.
And a nigga from out of town would be like, man, this fucking conies is slapping. I would eat this every day until you gotta eat that bitch every day. That whole saying, like, show me a beautiful woman, I'll show you a nigga who tired of fucking her.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, this is.
I would eat a lot of cheesesteak. I love that shit.
Well, do you go to Lefty's?
No, they're kind of expensive. I don't like their cheesesteaks like that. I do eat a lot. I like Tubby's.
Is this cheesesteak in Philly like cheap or something?
I don't know. I like Tubby's.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not eating a fucking coney dog every day. I'm not eating chili cheese fries every day. Even though when I was a kid, I damn near ate chili cheese fries every day because they were $2.01. You know what I'm saying? But
I eat a coney on the 99-cent days though. I get 3 of them bitches.
Yeah, congestive heart failure. Conies is I ain't had a good coney because I don't eat pork no more, and I don't trust the niggas that's not pork.
Not halal.
Yeah, right.
Halal.
Yeah, I gotta go to Dearborn to get me a coney, and I don't even think I don't eat no
halal. That's what they're gonna tell you. You ask, that's what they're gonna tell you.
Yeah. I don't
tastes like pork to me.
Shit tastes like pork like a motherfucker and shit. Well, do we have anything else on the agenda?
I don't think so. Halal meat.
Right. Who was your music pick this week?
Shout out to the homie JUS. You know what? Really shout out to Bruiser Brigade as a collective. I saw my man Fat Ray and Black Milk finna drop another project. I forgot to go to Bruiser Thanksgiving because I was out having Friendsgiving with y'all, and Bruiser Thanksgiving was that same night.
Oh yeah.
JUS, Fat Ray, and Wolf perform. Shout out to my nigga Will. He want to get their DJ on here. Shit. I can't think of his name now. Now I'm gonna feel bad. But my nigga Will wanted to get their DJ on here. I know his real name Dave.
Let's go to the Bruiser House and record it there.
I'm down. Yeah, Dave, I can't think of what your stage name is, and I don't want to disrespect you and call you something that it ain't. Because I got a name in my head that keep coming up, and I'm like, that's not that nigga stage name. DJ Gully. That's it. Okay. DJ Gully.
Yeah, we can fuck with it.
Yeah, but JUS just dropped a new project. The Lord of the Streams.
I'm about to say Lord of the Streams?
Volume 2. And off of the Lord of the Streams Volume 2, my music pick of the week is Ice Castles, JUS and Chips. Man, Lord of the Streams Volume 2, Cursing in the Castle.
I'm doing an episode. I'm dropping on Fred Pod this week. You know, Fred is really the man in the crypto space.
Yeah, he is.
And
he predict like him, Charlie, like.
Charlie will tell you after he done made some money, but Charlie not on this shit like, well, I don't know. Fred on a different level.
Okay.
You feel me? And we brought him on the pod and we was kicking it. We talked about all that shit. And then a couple months later, everything went to hell. And we was like, yo, what happened to all the crypto niggas? That nigga never stopped. He never stopped. I watch all this shit. Now he done got all these different brand deals. He been on different people live streams and TV shows.
He not Fred no more. He
FD Wealth or ETH or whatever.
Yeah, he's not Fred no more.
But I'm gonna hop on his joint on one of his streams on Wednesday, and I'm gonna have him on another conversation piece to talk about that journey. But Bitcoin hit 100,000.
Yeah.
This week, yesterday, 100,000. That shit had
That's
dropped.
A lot of them things.
That shit had dropped. I never got rid of my Dogecoin from when in the pandemic, and that shit I bought that.
It was
shit
going up and down
when it was high. That shit been up. You know what I'm saying? I still got my Dogecoin, and the Department of Government Efficiency is what Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy is on. For in Trump's White House.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Department of Government Efficiency spells? Doge. As soon as they got announced, that shit went through the fucking roof. Trump just appointed a SEC chairman that is big on crypto. So whether that crypto shit is backed by something physical, because it's not. Neither is our dollar. The shit going up, man. I don't know that shit well enough to tell you what to do. So you on your own. You gambling, my nigga. I don't know, but
maybe Fred can shed some light when you talk
every
to
day.
him.
You know what I'm saying? He be explaining. He said the XRP shit was about to go up 6 weeks ago. Shit jumped up over $2. Like niggas have really been making money in that space, and I haven't.
Okay.
Well, I still got my Doge. I'm not.
No, I feel you.
I'm not selling that. Now I got a couple hundred of them shits, but until them bitches is worth thousands of dollars, they just gonna be chilling.
When you play the stock, when you play the different markets, it's the long game.
Yeah.
You take your lumps and you take your wins.
Hopefully, one day, if Doge get up to like $1,000, I'm cashing out, my nigga.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point to leave.
Cashing out. I'll probably cash out before it, some of them. But that motherfucker get up to about $1,000 a coin. I'm out of here, nigga. I'm acting different.
I think you'll fold different. I think you'll fold before then.
I'm fairly sure. I'll talk to my mans.
Yeah.
I might buy some more, pull some money out, buy some, and I don't know. Okay. Depends on what kind of strife I got in my life, because
cool 60K you pull out right now.
Hell, fuck yeah.
Okay.
All I need in real life is $268,000.
I know you'll do the math on that. That's your retirement. That's 10 years at like 80,000 something.
No, I mean, now, what do I need to like chill and relax for the rest of my life? $800,000.
And you set for life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Living the same lifestyle that I live now.
You don't want to live just a little bit better?
I would live better, living my same lifestyle that I live right now if I didn't have to go to work. The quality of my life would improve because that would not be a stress of I gotta get this bill paid, I gotta this. Like just wake up, make something to eat, watch TV, pod, talk to your friends, whatever. The quality of your life would rocket. And I don't gotta be in a fucking Maybach to do that. Or you know what I'm saying? Like I got time. You want to clean up? You want to paint the room? Like, just without having the burden of like, I got to go do something. And if I don't do that, then I won't have enough money to pay my rent or pay my mortgage or like
pay
that,
my bills. Shit.
Once that is removed, that's really the blessing. Now, everybody like, oh, but I want to travel. I want this. Well, you're not doing that shit now, my nigga. Like, well, I mean, some people are, you feel me? But
maybe if I had more money, I could.
If that's what brings you happy, like what brings you happiness? You know what I'm saying? What makes you happy?
Remember when we was talking about the lion earlier?
Yeah.
That's how I like my days to be. I like somebody to bring me some food, let me fuck on them, go to sleep.
You can't do that here in the city?
I'm sure I could.
Like, there's a lot of women to fuck on in the city of Detroit who can bring you something to eat. You feel me?
Well,
and if you ain't got
to sign up sheet,
if you ain't got to get up in the morning to go to work, go into no fucking office and like.
No, I got blackout shades through my loft. I don't know what's going on outside. I literally open up my shades. I'm like, damn, it's been snowing for 4 days.
These are blackout curtains. And when I wake up in the morning and all these shits is full and these lights, man, it's dark as fuck in here, man. You can't see shit.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah, so it's cool. Anywho,
that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got. I already told y'all whose man's is this. My man got his fucking kids sitting on the fucking front porch. It's
weird ass pastor.
It's 27 degrees right now, and it's gonna be a low of 18 tonight. And this nigga, a pastor of a church.
And it's been snowing today.
Yeah, man. Yo,
it's been snowing today.
You gotta shoot the farewell, my nigga. Square up.
No, take them kids away from them and put them somewhere warm, safe, and loved, and get them some help. Get them some social services.
Yeah, I don't like it. Sometimes too, if there was a physical consequence for certain people's actions, I think life would be different.
Okay.
Oh, also, I do want to talk about this. How dare we not talk about this? The CEO who was shot and murdered, assassinated, walking into
for United Health.
What do you think about that, man?
I don't know what that man did to somebody. I saw the news describing the shooter as a light-skinned man. That was a white man that shot another white man.
Well, we see him now. They got his actual face out now.
Oh, I haven't seen his actual face.
They found him on video camera, checking into a hotel, going into like a Starbucks. Like they got his face now.
The camera always gonna find you.
In New York City?
Camera's always gonna find you.
Nigga, you on camera every day. All day, just about.
It's not just New York. It's everywhere.
But like in New York City, you can't get away, my nigga. They got him on his little e-bike riding away and shit. He wasn't on no bicycle. He was on an e-bike. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts?
I want to know what's behind this assassination attempt. Or not even attempt. I want to know what's behind this assassination. What does he know? What did he have a zip drive to? What is the secret? Like what power did he encompass where we got to kill him like that on the street?
Yeah, man.
He got tapes of who?
He got the shells they picked up from the scene had deny, depose, defend.
So was he meant to be shot 3 times?
And I think he was shooting with a 22 with a silencer on that bitch, so it was really quiet. But when you're shooting a 22 with a silencer, it take a lot of the power and the blowback off that round. So his gun jammed. because that's typically what happens when you don't have enough. It's not enough power to put the slide back in the battery. You know what I'm saying? It's just not enough. So he kept
having to cock it.
Yeah, he's an amateur. Whoever did this was not a professional. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that you needed to be. You walked up right up on him and shot up first. He got shot up like in the calf the first time, and then in the back. And I mean, you should have just walked. It's a tragedy, to be perfectly honest, man. It's really sickening, though, the kind of conversations that I've been seeing online about it. It was like, well, he worked for a healthcare company. He evil. The nigga only worked there since 2021. Dog, I just got the gig. Like, whatever happened before I got here, I don't have no. Well, he worked. I'm sure he's denied such and such. You think that I'm denying shit at this level? I'm the CEO. You think shit come across my desk? I'll be like, nope. I know she has terminal cancer. Not doing it. No, the nigga that you go into the office for, but also, though,
nigga, you talk to customer service.
Also, this. I seen a lady post like, "Oh wow, this year for my whatever company that was, I only have to pay $199,000.99 before I go out of network." I'm like, stay in network. I don't know what the fuck.
That I saw that lady. She be kind of like clickbaiting. But she was like, she got into a car accident or something fucked up. And she was like, if she didn't tell the ambulance to take her to an in-network hospital, they'd have took her to an out-network hospital, and she'd have been like kind of stuck with them charges.
Would you want to live? You want to go home? You want to die? Or like,
I want to live, but I also want to be able to live with these premiums while I'm going through this shit. I mean, it's just the world we live in.
Yeah, I mean, like, also, like, every year when it's open enrollment, like, read that package and figure out this year that you're going into which gonna work best for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at your, like, of course, no one thinks, hey, I'm gonna get into a massive car injury accident today, but it could fucking happen. So when they say, yo, short-term disability, you want learned-on disability, do you want like some additional just in case you got accidental death and dismemberment? I don't plan on getting accidentally dead or dismembered, but I do. I do, because like if I can't go to work, at the very least, I need 100% of my check. You feel me? I can't live off the 40%. I damn near barely can't live off the 100%.
I feel you.
You feel me? I can't make it with 40%. You know what I'm saying? Now, this idea that healthcare should be free. Well, healthcare is a right. Well, how does your right to something cannot be attached to another person giving it to you? Because the other person has to want to give it to you. Because if not,
keep going.
If they don't want to give it to you, then you making them do something against their will. And we was talking about slavery earlier today, right?
Right.
Like, my right to bear arms don't cost nobody nothing. Nobody got to do another thing. My right to freedom, liberty, justice, it doesn't require another person to give it to me. It requires you not to infringe on me.
Right.
To right to healthcare. So I have a right for another person to come here and check my heart and figure out if it's working or not. Another person got to willingly do that. And they not doing that shit for free. Like, you cook, say you the best cook in the world. Food should be free in America. Shouldn't nobody go hungry, right?
Essentially, yes.
So, but a nigga come to your house and say, yo, give me something to eat. Like, my nigga,
it doesn't mean you're not gonna go hungry here. But like, if there's an apple on a tree, you should be able to take it.
And even if you didn't have to pay for the money, like, but dang, he hungry, go make him something to eat. I'm tired, nigga.
Who's gonna reimburse me?
You know, the government reimburse you, but you just gotta go do it physically. Go make the nigga something to eat. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm off.
Your right cannot impact my free will whether I want to do it or not. Now, does that mean that I think there should be $150,000 tab for getting a fucking broken arm fixed? No, I think that shit is crazy. You feel me? But the idea that because you either A, don't understand how that system works. You worked in the medical billing or one of them.
I work for
fucking
insurance.
companies.
I've worked for insurance or pharmacies.
Yeah. So like just because the average lay person doesn't understand how this business works, why things cost so much, if it is 100%, whatever the case may be, you think that person deserves to get murdered in the street? Like what, nigga? So what happens when your idea of how things should be happening doesn't sit well with another person? Should you be murdered because you work at fucking GM? You the CEO at GM, and my fucking wife just got laid off a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. I think you should be murdered. Your decision made my wife get laid off. I'm gonna go murder you because shouldn't nobody be kicked out on the street? We got a social contract where that says everybody gonna abide by the rules and laws that we all collectively come up with, and nobody gonna do no wild shit. Because what's gonna happen is we're gonna keep breaking this social construct, and it's gonna be like, well, fuck it, every man for theyself. And when it's every man for theyself, you know what's gonna be? It's gonna be a nigga like Negan that walk around here. You think you got it fucked up now? Wait till Negan show up and demonstrate and be like, look, this is what y'all about to do. And if you don't, here go Lucille. You know what I'm saying? All these post-apocalyptic shit, a nigga come around like I'm the head nigga in charge, do something to me. That's what we gonna get to. Because
Jay, that's so far off the grid, my nigga. That's like you say, a post-apocalyptic world.
We ain't far from it. North Korea, this week, they fucking president said, put out martial law, and then the people say, we not fucking with it, and overturn the fucking government. And then he had to go and rescind this martial law. This shit happening all over the fucking world. Like governments are warring with the people now. Like that happened. Like
you talking about Kim Jong,
North Korea.
Oh
no, South Korea. I'm sorry.
Yeah, South Korea, because he run north. He run the north.
South Korea. That shit happened this week. The president say martial law. The Congress and them was like, nah, we not fucking with it. And the people revolted like, no, we ain't no fucking martial law. So now what? Who in control now? Is it the people that's in control or not? Didn't we just see that shit happen in Haiti, right? When niggas overthrew that shit? That was like within the last.
That's different.
It's going on in real life right now.
Do you think Americans would try to overthrow the government?
Y'all claim they tried to do that shit on January 6th, which is a fucking lie. But y'all claim that they tried to overthrow the government.
Insurgents.
Yeah. Niggas, they know they fucking lying. Civil disobedience. Nobody tried to overthrow the fucking government, but let y'all tell it, that's what happened. So let's go by y'all logic. They tried to overthrow the government 4 years ago on January 6th. It's already happened. We've already had somebody try to overthrow the government. It won't get no worse than that.
It might. I don't know. I just
all I'm saying is, if people keep breaking the social construct, well, I need niggas to like follow law and order, and you can just walk up to somebody and murder them on the street because you don't agree with them. So what if when I don't agree with you then? Do I get to murder you? Well, who gonna stop me then? Well, fuck it then. You ain't gonna stop me because you ain't got no fucking the country already want to take your fucking guns from you. So what happens then? It's gonna be some niggas with guns who walk up 5 o'clock in the morning and murder a nigga in front of everybody and just get on this fucking bike and walk off because he's a bad guy because he run an insurance company. Like, really? This the democracy? This is the fair shit that we want?
You know what this shit sound like? The beginning to a Batman movie. The beginning to a Batman movie, and you the Teddy Pendergrass killer.
This shit is crazy, though.
You the main villain, nigga.
We only I ain't worried about that. I just don't like the the apathy that people have for somebody getting murdered in the street because you don't like what they do for a living, or you don't have I'm fairly sure you don't have a full grasp on what they do for a living, what role they play, why this is this, why this is that. That don't mean I think the industry is like good, but it's also, this is just my opinion, when you got private companies, right, you let the free market run. If this health organization isn't working right, then go to somebody else. And then once they be like, oh shit, we losing money, you gotta fix something. Remember a couple years back when LASIK eye surgery was like $10,000 an eye?
Yeah.
Now that shit $250 an eye.
And it's outpatient.
Yeah. Remember when the fucking erectile dysfunction medicine was prescription only? What is still technically probably I don't know. It's so much shit on here, but it used
you
to
can
be,
order something on the internet
because the patent ended on that shit.
Yeah.
And now everybody got to fight in the open market. Well, like now you get this shit for $10 a pill, nigga. Oh, now it's $4 a pill, blah, blah, blah. Because I gotta fight for your money because there is not an artificial system. Right now we got this artificial system. It's not really a free market. And that's the big healthcare debate is one person, or some people think the government should control it all so we can make sure everybody gets their fair share. Another side was like, well, what if the government say you can't have the share that you want? How about you have another option of privately ran companies and they can decide they got to do what the people tell them to, or they're going to go out of business. Stop fucking with them. I think there should be a mixture of two, right? There is a level of care that I think as a member of America, you pay your, you either birthed in or you pay your way in. I think as a member of America, we should all get health care, and then you pay another person for health care plus. You know what I'm saying? So like, you want extra shit? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that kind of like
you want to see the doctor of your choice?
Yeah, hey, you pay into another system, and then look, if that price too high, then go to somebody else. But murdering people when you disagree with having you don't give a fuck that a person was murdered in the street because you don't like how the system is fucked up. It's fucked up, man. Like these are people that you want to save. The niggas that don't give a fuck that you just like, that man got a wife and kids, man. Murdered in the street.
He used to.
He still has them.
It's
and
just
they suffering.
Yeah.
And niggas on the internet saying you deserved it because you work in the healthcare industry.
Could you make sure my insulin more than what I can afford, or whatever the drug I'm taking, you make it unaffordable?
How about you work in the plant and you make a car I can't afford, nigga? I don't like that. Maybe I feel you should be murdered because you helping their bottom line.
I'll just say this. I heard niggas a few months ago crying that they couldn't afford the cars that the plant was making. Cool. They gave y'all a little bit. They restructured their contract. Now I see a lot of y'all niggas with Wagoneers and shit. Them $100,000 cars. I don't want to hear that shit next contract.
Niggas mad that their yearly salary isn't enough to buy the car that they making. Cause nigga, that's not how people buy cars. Most people don't cash out. They finance that bitch
Why the
over.
fuck would you cash out on a $100,000 car?
You know, they finance that shit over 84 months now. In 84 months, do you think you make enough money to buy that car? You probably do. Your yearly
payment's still gonna be big as fuck though.
For sure. But dog, this is insane. That you could just murder somebody and niggas don't give a fuck.
Cold world we living in, man.
Cold fucking world. All right, man. It's time for the benediction. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I feel you. It's your man Dame 3_313 Instagram, TikTok, Wild Dame 313 Elon Musk. If you fuck with me, I love you. Tap into whatever we're doing. Shop Talk Podcast. Feel like we should do a power hour next week just for the fuck of it. We haven't met up in a while. It's the end of the year, so look for that. And that's all I got. God bless.
Jay Johnson 313 on everything that matters. Follow the YouTube. Jay Johnson 313. The pod's been going up. I appreciate y'all tapping in a little bit more and your comments and support. So thank you. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ain't that what they be saying and shit? It tell YouTube that y'all fucking with the content. You feel me? The pod is going up tomorrow. The YouTube video will be up tomorrow as well. I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dane.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Just got caught up.